State Bohr's postulate to define stable orbits in hydrogen atom. How does de Broglie's hypothesis explain the stability of these orbits? Second part of the question. A hydrogen atom initially in the ground state absorbs a photon which exceeds it to the n is equal to 4th level. Estimate the frequency of the photon. Coming to the first part of the question, Bohr's postulates. According to the Bohr's postulate, a revolving electron in any stable orbit has its angular momentum is equal to nh divided by 2 pi. Okay, that is mvr is equal to nh divided by 2 pi. That means, assume this is a nucleus. Around the nucleus, if electron will be revolved on its own stable orbit, this is the first orbit, and if this is the second orbit, then here the n is equal to 2, and here the electron will be revolving in its velocity, that is v velocity. Okay, and here the radius from this nucleus to this orbit is equal to r. Okay, and here this formula where h is equal to the constant value. And similarly, when around the nucleus, if electron will be revolved in any orbit in a zigzag way, if this is the electron and if this is the nucleus, if the electron will be revolved around the nucleus in a zigzag way, then we can define the Broglie's hypothesis. That is, according to Broglie's hypothesis, only those radii are defined which are integral multiple of lambda. Okay, then here the circumference of the becomes 2 pi r is equal to n into h. This is the de Broglie's hypothesis. And coming to the second part of the question, that is, a hydrogen atom initially in the ground state absorbs a photon which exceeds it to the n is equal to 4th level. Estimate the frequency of the photon. That means this is the B, and here assume this is the nucleus. If the electron will be rotating in the first orbit, this is the first orbit, this is the second orbit, this is the third orbit, and if this is the fourth orbit. If n is equal to 1 here and here n is equal to 4, due to the energy heat, if the energy will be heat from here, then this it will be increases to the n is equal to 1 to n is equal to 4th level. Then En, energy En is equal to minus 13.6 z square divided by n square. And here En, that means n first to 4th level, then we can write this one as E4 minus E1 is equal to minus 13.6 into 1 minus, here z is equal to 1 and n is equal to 4 square, that is equal to 16, minus 1 divided by 1 square is equal to 1. If we simplify, that is E4 minus E1 is equal to minus 13.6 into 1 minus 16 divided by 16. And the approximate value of the E4 minus E1 is equal to 12.75 electron volt, that is EV. And here we need to find the frequency with the help of this one. Then we know that the frequency is equal to h into u, where h is equal to constant. Then this becomes a 12.75 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 4, which is equal to 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into u. Okay, then u is equal to 3.09 into 10 to the power of 15 hertz. This is the frequency of the photon when it hit from N1 to N4.